Cup final. England have suffered at German strength since then. The 72 European Championships, a quarter-final defeat here. The 82 World Cup and, of course, the 90 World Cup. A semi-final like tonight, when the trauma is won. It's a good try! Had plenty of pace, plenty of dip, was on target. And Köpke, who's had an excellent tournament, shows his worth again. And here it comes now. And a goal! England have scored! Alan Shearer from the flick on. Great start from the home team. After 2 minutes, those who rehearse the set pieces will be particularly thrilled. But expectation has turned here. And Germany, without the charismatic Klinsmann at the sharp end for them, may well suffer in comparison. England's main man is there. Where it... just misjudging, probably his concentration still slightly awry after the thrill of opening the scoring. It's a great start this by England. Gascoigne again, but the flag is up for offside. David Platt has played a match here on Sunday to decide the European Championship. Long way to go. Freund with a long throw. That was Kuntz diving in. Helmer. Ziege able to get in to take this European Championship, which they've never done before. Stefan, of course, has been an absolute bulwark in the goal. Helmer, though, to Möller. Back for Helmer again. Kuntz goes in and equalises. Germany have got a goal back. From Stefan Kuntz, with the great help of Helmer. So little time for England to rest on their early laurels. Kuntz was very quick off the mark, and he took the chance with aplomb. And England have to start again. But after, as Jürgen Klinsmann takes it all in. Nice touch from Freund, back for Scholl, good tackle by Gascoigne. But Sammer was there just ahead of Platt and went spiralling to the ground. Sorting out of their own here to regain the lead with Shearer once more. Minute, equalising for Germany, who look to press on again. And that's any great alarm to their goal. Maybe that will come now with Darren Anderton. And a corner, a cruise. With half an hour gone. Sheringham is just behind him, but he's so good at getting efforts on target. It's a trick that Tottenham use. Well, it's hardly a trick, because everyone knows the outcome. And some... Here's Mehmet Scholl, who accelerated then. He's quite an unpredictable talent, but definitely a talent. The final and the semi-final. Kuntz will have another try from further out this time. We'll skim through for Köpke, will it? Well, Shearer made it very difficult for the goalkeeper, who isn't the first German player to make a meal of physical contact. Gets past Eilts. Shearer leaving it. Oh, it was an attempt at a really driven cross from Teddy Sheringham. Here's Scholl. This a useful cross towards Ziege, who they've exhibited in other games, but here's Shearer! He was a fair way out, but it certainly had a chance. Played his part, brings to a close. England got off to a flyer. Alan Shearer, but they were brought down to earth with a bump by Stefan Kuntz in the 16th minute, and their hopes, which were lifted so high back. And here's Möller. Scholl, who played him to the right, goes on through the centre. And Adams, who had to spin very quickly. Möller trying the give and go. Get on with the game and let him do the referee. McManaman does just that. Got something of a lucky break, but gets the cross in, and Koepka relieved that the ball came straight. 3 up. And Möller had it in his mind to have a shot. Seaman has to make an awkward save to prevent the corner. And he's done that. The neutrals watching, enthralled, I'm sure. It's Eilts. Well, he doesn't quite score as many goals as you feel he should. He's only ever got 2 for England, and they were both in the same game away to San Marino. That breaks to Eilts. He's decided to mix things up with a great burst down the left, and a cut back here for Häßler. Well, maybe England would. Southgate. He's done well to get it in, but there's no one. Gascoigne takes it. And Sheringham with the problem not just with the opposition, but with Tony Adams as well. Now Shearer. McManaman snatched at that. And he wants to play it with his right foot, which he does, and does quite well. It was a touch on from Möller. Kuntz towards the German goal, and the tide becoming stronger in that respect. And here's Paul Gascoigne. And it was so near for him to take on. It is a corner. But Kuntz, and that is going to be a yellow card in a semi-final for Gascoigne, just as it was in the. Scholl will take it. Here's Shearer. Babel, of course, by his side. Shearer's cross, and hasn't brought the national team any success. So patience is a watchword, and Möller is saying, hang on a minute, the longest day, the shortest night, if you like. Well, it looks as though it's going to be a long night football-wise at Wembley, or is it? That's Platt. But there's no time. It is extra. There's no offside. England have got a great chance here. Anderson against the post! Well, Terry Venables' reaction set it right every time. And now Germany. And it flew across in front of Seaman, who couldn't make a move. Kuntz was there. It was the same got away from Eilts. Problems for England. Adams is the main central defender. Möller lines up the shot, and Seaman has to get a hand to it. Andy Möller may have had a look to the left then, where Kuntz. Up! No! No goal when Germany thought the golden goal. Couldn't deal with it. Anderton, England with Sheringham. Looking for Shearer. They've got to get players into the centre. Gascoigne! He couldn't get the touch. and he makes those darts forward. Out comes Anderton, a ricochet of Häßler, a lucky one for England perhaps. McManaman, Gascoigne again can't reach it. It looked less likely that time, to be fair. But that full on. He's done that. Anderton. Well, it's England at the moment. Really don't want the half-time turnaround to come. 17 is Ziege. Möller. Ziege! He's past the goalkeeper, but past the post. That was a chance. Ziege, who scored coming up to 6 minutes played in the second period of extra time. Platt. So he took another England touch of Sheringham. But now it's Möller. Oh. Shearer to the right. McManaman's got to be played carefully here. Is McManaman quick enough against Eilts? He's past him, but not past the goalkeeper. Truth to tell, finishing is not Steve McManaman's. And they've got Gascoigne on it. Anderton. He has a crack, and Kupka shepherds it past the post. Light. Wouldn't that be just like Germany? To produce a goal, and my goodness. Southgate. Platt to head it on. Anderton tried to reach it. The goalkeeper came out, didn't get there, and another of these 2 hours of thrilling competition here between the footballers of Germany and England have not produced a decisive outcome. England really have declared their hand, if you like. Shearer's got to get it past Kupka's hands, and he changes sides with great success. Puhl can't look of a dead ball, and Germany will have great confidence in him, and he scores. And as I'm sure you're well aware, for Terry Venables, for England, he scores. 2-1. Strunz takes and scores. It is still level, and now they could all come back again. Pearce scores! If Germany get through to it. Reuter. That's another excellent penalty, although Seaman might not agree with that. Excellent is that it did the job. Gascoigne scores, and England still edge it. And it's still level, with each side having taken 4 and no one cracking, and Sheringham against Kupka. Well, the roar tells you that I needn't have worried from the English point of view about Edward Shearer for Kuntz. And he's up to it. Amongst that list, Gareth Southgate. And Kupka saved it. And Germany are so close now. They are in the final. They are! England go out. Seaman couldn't come up trump.